The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to go up top again. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, an even 90 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing, but I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's going the other way. the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
At the 24-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
31-yard line.
Eason. He completes this one to Mack. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very strong gain of 24. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Eason. Toward the sideline, that's hauled in by Marshall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
34-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 13.
From the gun is Eason. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all-state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 33. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Carry by Taylor to start the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
These two teams all tied after one. Eason on 2nd down. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up, and it'll be number 5. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 40.
He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be caught by the tight end Keene. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each...
And it'll be intercepted. picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 20-yard.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, London.
Jackson on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
36 yards. First down, Black Knights.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Complete to
a 24-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11 now. On the counter, it's Taylor. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, Eason. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Fielded at the 20. Look at the spin. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends,
touchdown! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he gets into the end end zone for the touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Randy Bullock lining up for
a nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this ride?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Eason. Seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They're going to try and throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on second down, Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the gun, Eason. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Eason. Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the ground is Michelle. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second and 7, Jackson looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
At the 10-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
On the handoff.
A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation.
Second and goal.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Randy Bullock.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. A decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On first down, Jacob Eason. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Got it, man, that's Campbell. And he's going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Eason off the play fake. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. It's caught at the 7-yard line. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Eason. It's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Melifonwu. And they get the football, and not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Gain of 12.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the ground, this is Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
On the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
It's a gain of a yard.